Hello, thank you for joining us. We'll be talking today about some new travel restrictions that have come about that are impacting some of our clients. And then also there will be a few questions that we'll be answering. So thank you for joining us today. My name is Mercer Cawley, and I'm one of the partners here at Cawley Forsyth, and I'm a board immigration certified specialist here in North Carolina. And joined today by Raquel. So Raquel, if you introduce yourself.
My name is Raquel Fernandez. I'm an associate attorney here at Cawley Forsyth, and I'm very excited to be able to share some news with you guys today and for attorney Cawley and I to answer some of your questions.
And so Raquel, I think you've also received some questions through social media as well. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. We're live on TikTok right now as well. So if you guys don't follow us yet, you can go over there if you have a TikTok account and follow us. It's CF Immigration. We're also CF Immigration on Instagram.
And those are not hard to create. I promise you, I created one myself. So if you have not created one, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
So today we do want to start with the travel restrictions. So you may have heard that the U.S. government has put on some new travel restrictions because of the new variant that has been located. So what this means is that if you are located in a particular country and trying to fly into the United States, you're not going to be allowed to travel. And so that is something to keep in mind, and also to make sure that you're aware of all of that. And I believe, Raquel, you have the countries that are actually identified in this restriction.
That's right. So we have Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe.
So keep in mind that this is separate from getting a visa. This is being able to travel to the United States. So if you're in some of those countries, you need to check if you have an appointment coming up with the consulate, because that may have been impacted as well. But that's something different. This is traveling to the U.S. Now, this does not impact U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens obviously can travel back home. Also does not impact permanent residents and people that have citizens, U.S. citizen families, such as a spouse. But the travel restrictions are fairly much across the board, except for those minor areas.
Yep. And the proclamation is effective as of November 29th, 2021.
So that exactly. So it has already gone into place as of 2 days ago. So that is something to definitely keep in mind. This has impacted some of our clients who are looking to travel and also looking to obtain a visa by going to the consulate to obtain the visa. So this is happening, and it is impacting travel right now. So be sure, if you are in one of these countries, to look into what the current restrictions say, because those have been put into place. We don't know how long it's going to last. The other ones were, as we reported earlier, they were taken back after a while, but these just went into place. So I don't anticipate them being lifted very quickly.
Yep. And we also received some questions. Lately, we've been getting a lot of questions about DACA, and if there are any updates. We did do a segment specifically on the 60-day comment period that was open for DACA. So, Attorney Cawley, have you heard any updates about this?
We have not. So what happens is that the government was trying to open DACA back up for everyone. So even if you were a first-time applicant, you would be able to apply. So they created a new rule so that this could happen. But anytime they create a new rule, they have to open it up for comment. So they open it so that people can give their comment about what they think about the rule. That period ended this week. So I believe it was on Monday is when it ended. So that period is up, but they have not released yet what the new rule is or if they've made any changes. So we're still waiting to hear from the government, but that timeline has passed. So that's exciting, because we should hopefully be hearing something soon. But this does not impact people that need to renew DACA. So if you need to renew DACA, you're still okay. This is only people that are applying for DACA for the very first time. So that is still out there, and we're hopeful that very soon that this will open up to new people.
Yep, and we'll be sure to do a Facebook Live, TikTok Live, letting you guys know if we're able to start processing initial DACA applications. And when that time comes, hopefully it will come, you guys can give us a call by calling 704-522-6363 for a free initial consultation. That's 704-522-6363.
Absolutely. And we do have several people that are waiting. That most of the time this happens is that you may have somebody that could qualify for DACA, but at the time they were only 12, 13 years old, so they didn't need a work authorization card. So they waited, but then they waited so long that they're no longer able to file an initial application. So that's a lot of people that are being affected here are people that were just too young to get it the first time.
Definitely. And we also have a question that we've been getting often about EADs, which are employment authorization documents, and how long it is taking for those to process.
That is definitely a problem with EADs, because what we're seeing is that they are taking months now, where they before were not taking quite as long. So it really depends on how you're applying for the work authorization card. If you're applying for a first-time work authorization card because you're filing for a green card, before it was taking 90 days. Now you need to expect that to take 9 months. The government has just slowed down so significantly. Same basically goes for first-time asylum seekers. So if you're filing for the very first time with asylum, it may be a little shorter, it may be 8 months, but it's still a very long, significant period of time. Now, keep in mind with renewals, a lot of times renewals, it will extend your status for an additional 6 months. So let's say if your card expires on January 1st and you file for an extension, you get an automatic, or you file for a new card, you get an automatic extension for 6 months. So it'd be good through June 30th, so that you get that 6-month period. Obviously, if it's taking them 9 months and your extension is 6 months, you need to take that in consideration, because if you file exactly on time, you're going to be for a period of about 2 or 3 months without a work authorization card. So what we're doing is we're starting to back up 3 months and then apply, so that way the person would get the full time. But that right now, that is a definite problem that the U.S. is having and is trying to be addressed. I know there are even lawsuits that are going forward to help quicken this and speed this process up, because it is such a problem for our clients.
And I see we have a question coming in from Facebook right now. And this person asks, will you be able to assist with advanced parole? How long is the procedure?
Okay. Well, yes, we can definitely assist with advanced parole. Now, it depends on what category. There are a lot of ways you can get advanced parole. But the ways that we typically do it is if somebody has TPS, we can file for advanced parole so that they can travel and come back to the United States. DACA, people can currently, if you currently have DACA, you are allowed to get advanced parole. And then there is advanced parole if you have a green card pending. So we do all of those, and yes, we do help people obtain that, but those are not quick either. Right now, I can't think of any process that's quick in the U.S.
Yeah, and it also depends on the service center where you apply. And absolutely, you can go look at on uscis.gov. If you've already applied and you want to see how long it's taking, you can put in your field office or service center and put the form number, and it'll tell you the processing time there too.
Exactly. That's a great point. So you can see exactly what the government is saying. And now keep in mind, sometimes they say, yeah, anywhere from 8 months to 24 months. So they don't really give you a very good timeline, but they do tell you what they are anticipating right now.
Yep. Those are really great questions and answers, and thank you, Attorney Colley, for answering those questions. I hope it's been useful to everyone watching. And if you guys have any questions that that you were thinking of and you didn't get to ask, we'll be back next Wednesday for our English Live. On Friday, we will be doing a Spanish Live. So if you have questions in Spanish, you can also leave them now, and we'll get to them on Friday.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us. And if you do have those questions, as Raquel was saying, go ahead and send those in. Also, as she said earlier, if you do want to set up a consultation because you have an issue, our number is 704-522-6363. So thank you very much and have a great day.
Have a great day.